Cool, it's running. All right, so what's up, dudes? Robert here today, and we're all kind of bored here doing this whole coronavirus things. I make a little video to try and maybe help like younger filmmakers out, or like business owners who don't have an idea of like how to do a promotional video. Because a while back we did like a documentary ad that was, I think it was pretty good. Did pretty well on YouTube, like 122,000 views if I'm not wrong. So yeah, I thought I'd make a video about that and like kind of explain our process of how we actually made that. So that brings us to tip number 1. Basically a well-defined target audience and a call to action. So you kind of want to narrow down who your audience is when you make this video. We could be as creative as we want, but if the content you make doesn't relate to your audience that you're trying to pick, then it doesn't really make sense. So you gotta narrow down exactly who you're planning to target and and what you want them to do in the end. So I'm gonna use that doc example that we did. So for that one was like 40 to 60-year-olds living in Europe, America, and the United Kingdom. Because we scoped it out, this affected like our casting for the main character, which is Nigel Graver, and he's a British expat that has since retired in Penang. So we picked like a character that it's a relatable character for that target market. So then we picked him to be our main character. So tip number 2 is a strong and focused message. This should be just like 1 or 2 sentences long to kind of guide the whole project. So for my second home, consider retiring in Penang because it has the infrastructure of a developed country, yet retains the culture and affordability of a developing country. Point number 3 is basically to focus on, because every product or service has a few benefits, we want to just limit it to kind of around 5. If you have too many, you're kind of just bombarding the audience with too much information and it's kind of hard. And the key here is to focus on like benefits, the service or the product that you're trying to promote. Don't focus on the specific features. Focus on, let's say the customer experiences like they buy the product and service. What's the benefit they get? The 4th point is to basically script a strong story and show the benefit, to subtly weave into the story of like what the benefits of this service or product you're trying to promote. So for example, in my second home, it's kind of like him narrating his story of like why he moved over.
And I instantly felt this unique charm from this very laid-back city. From the colonial heritage houses to those lovely coffee shops nestled around every corner. I had this urge that I have to visit this place again someday.
Basically, whatever he narrated or whatever he said in his interview, we kind of structured it. And let's say he liked, the friendly people, then we would film like him being really friendly with the locals. He needed help with buying certain things in the market, then we went to the market and we filmed that basically. So you want to show it instead of just telling people. But tip number 5 is create production value. Brands are putting their company on the line on this video. You want to make sure that the video has a certain production quality or a certain professionalism to it. This means great camera work, great directing, meaning the actors are performing naturally and like the story is great, and great lighting, great sound, audio is good, and basically it's the whole package. So it's kind of why big brands spend so much money on like the production value, because they want it to have like that element of this is a high-end kind of thing. For smaller businesses, I would highly recommend you to hire either a freelance video guy or like a crew. Audiences aren't stupid, so don't underestimate your audience. When they see bad production value, they know, like they might not be outright able to say it, but they know, like subconsciously in there, like they can feel that, this something doesn't seem right. Why does this seem cheap? For freelancers that are watching this video, this is where you guys can come in. Kind of explain to your client why this is important. Bonus tip number 6. We had a great digital marketing team. They did a really good job. So they posted it and they targeted it to the right audience. So they set like they're targeting 40 to 60-year-olds in Europe, UK, America, that kind of thing. It's kind of like you might have made the best ad or the best story ever or the best short documentary ever, but if the right people don't see it, then it doesn't really make sense. You're partnering up with the right digital marketing agency is so important. And that's kind of like the other half of the game. That's pretty much it. So you can check out our website where like all of this is typed up in like a notes format. You can just copy paste that and use that for your future productions, or like if you're a client, use that so that you can guide your production and you know what to do. So yeah, I think that is all. Hope you guys are okay from the whole coronavirus thing. I am honestly, I'm like, we had a lot of shoots canceled and all that, so that's kind of disheartening. But I hope like your business is doing well, or like if you're a free filmmaker, you're like not too many clients have canceled on you, like you still have work afterwards. So yeah, I wish you all the best, and hopefully this video helped you out. So if it did help you out, bookmark our website, comment, subscribe, all the other kind of stuff. And yeah, we're gonna make more stuff like this in the future. So all good, and see you guys next time. Okay, I basically finished the video, but I'm so excited about my whole setup, so I'm just gonna show you guys. Right, camera's mobile now. So we got our key light here, kind of two Godox 60 SL60s. It's pretty affordable. This giant piece of diffusion is actually just a shower curtain, and that makes the light so soft because it's so large. And that's why I use this over like soft boxes. I might use like soft boxes in corporate shoots for like the convenience, but by using this giant piece, right, you make the light so soft, and like the roll off is so nice on faces. So that's kind of why I use that. And like a lot of people overlook this, but that negative fill is so important. It creates so much contrast on the face, like when I'm talking. And that is what makes like half like the really moody look you see in that frame. So I'm pretty happy with that. And we got a little hair light, and I'm so excited about this one. It's like a little quasar light I got here. So that's it. That pretty much took me like half a day to go and set up, which is, yeah, big props to YouTubers. You guys do some pretty hard stuff filming yourself. It's so not easy talking in front of a camera. But yeah, see you guys next time.